Howdy, folks. It's Tuesday, November 26, 2019. We're looking at Linda's kitchen right now. Remember, we have no kitchen cabinets. We had the cabinet built for the wall ovens, and then we had a cabinet built for the cooktop. And then we had a temporary cabinet built for the sink. So other than that, we've been using like little end tables, or this is a door that Linda uses for a cutting table. And so on that, she has about 5 or 6 cutting boards. And then she has this, she calls it a baker's rack, so that she can stack stuff. Of course, we have a refrigerator. It's an Electrolux, and then the Wolf range, and then Electrolux double ovens, and then Vent-A-Hood, I think it's called, for the hood. We had put up this temporary, or not temporary, this will be the skeleton of a cabinet. The hood gets attached to the bottom of that, and of course, I used 3 heavy-duty Spex screws to attach the cabinet to the wall. Of course, finding studs when I did it. We've got a couple of little end tables here. There's one. There's an old wooden box. Linda, she stores stuff wherever she can find room, like under this stove. She's got some pots and pans, and then she's got some dishes there. And then cooking supplies and the like on the baker's rack. Over here, she's got this like mailbox type thing, and we've got all of our coffee cups in there and all of the spices that she uses. And then here we've got for bowls and the like. So if any of you feel sorry for yourself on what your kitchen looks like, compare it to this, because this is not ideal working conditions. I had made this table for Linda probably about 6 years ago, made it out of some ash wood. It's and then everything's screwed from the bottom. So we use that as a work surface. Of course, I commandeer some of it. You can see things that I bought yesterday at the store. Plywood blades, some countersinks. There's a couple of hinges, some screwdriver stuff that I can use in my impact drill, screws, foam, ant repellent, and 3 sets of drawer guides. So today, as is our custom, Linda and I sat down over there where those 2 chairs are. They rock and they swivel. And we had our coffee. And I told her I am just absolutely lost. I haven't been able to get a good sense of how I'm going to attack this island. We built this. We've got the countertop in 4 different pieces here, and we put all this stuff on to keep it from curling up. So we talked a little bit, back in July, like the weekend or 2 before the surgery. Jessa and Justin came over. They cut about 10 of these panels, and I had originally thought I would put 2 sheets of plywood over the top for support. Ultimately decided against it, but with that decision, my panels really should have been 1.5 inches higher. And I was going to put 2x4s over the top and the like. Linda, I've told her I enjoy working with her because she comes up with ideas, And she said, well, what if in this area, what if you put a 2x4 base down? Because I said one of the problems with an island is I can't really put a permanent floor in because I want to be able to screw this stuff to the floor once it's made. She said, what if you build a 2x4 base and then just build cabinet boxes and set them on top of the base and screw into the 2x4 supports? You know, I see that all the time on the internet, and I've been so fixated on the fact that I had these panels cut 1.5 inches too short. And I thought, and I said to her, I said, that's a great idea, because that would raise the unit 3.5 inches. This is 33 inches plus 3.5 would be 36.5. I need to have this thing at 34.5 because my countertop is 1.5 inches. So I really need to cut, if I set this on top of a platform, I need to cut 3.5 inches off of the panel. And I can do that by flipping it, because this would normally be the bottom. And I can cut that 3.5 right here. Now then this little slot, what I would then use that for is that would be the channel that my electricity will run through on. I'll run my wires through there. So, you know, I think we made lemonade out of lemons. So then we talked about how are we going to still be able to use that sink until we're ready to replace it. And so we said, well, let's build the base and we'll build it up to this temporary cabinet.